So Japanese aural experts Final have just launched these cunningly brilliant true wireless earbuds, the Tonalite, which offer a highly personalized audio experience by actually scanning your lugs and your head. It's some crazy high-tech shenanigans based on years of in-house R&D, boosted by some typically obsessive Japanese audio engineering to get that sound just right. Now, if you haven't heard of Final before, they're a premium high-end Japanese audio brand known for their sound quality. Highly renowned in that space, and their flagship headphones sell for thousands of dollars/pounds. Now, the Final Tonalite Kickstarter has just gone live and it's going to be running right through to December the 2nd. So go poke the link in the video description if you fancy backing these remarkably clever bits of ear furniture. And if you're early enough, you'll enjoy a discount of 25% off the asking price of $329 US. So that takes it down to, well, not very bloody much given the awesome tech stashed in these things. So let's have a proper good squint at the Final Tonalite, see how they actually work, and a massive thanks to Final for sponsoring this video, keeping the old lights on at Techspert Towers. Cheers! So first up, what do you actually get inside of that lovely box, besides of course the earbuds themselves? So you've also got yourself a quick manual. This clearly explains everything you need to know. There's even online video guides if you get stuck at any point. And in this dinky wee tray, you've got yourself various sizes of tips and wings so you can find yourself a perfect fit. And you've also got yourself a personalized timber kit, which we'll need later when we're doing all of the scanning. So let's begin with the design, and I really like the case that the Final Tonalite is compact inside of. While it's not the most compact case around, it's pleasingly dinky and it is nice and smooth and pebble shaped, so it'll slip easily into a bag or a pocket. It's got this lovely textured finish. The hinge feels nice and sturdy. You've also got yourself a battery meter here on the edge so you can see exactly how much life is remaining in the charging case's built-in battery. So as you can see, pretty much a full charge there. You pluck out the buds and then insert them inside of yourself nice and easy with a quick twist like so. And yes, they are rather large, but the fit is reassuringly secure. Once they're lodged in there, they ain't shifting for nothing. And just to prove how secure that fit is, watch test. I've got to say, the Final Tonalite certainly boasts quite a distinctive design as well. They really stand out from the usual boring AirPod, drippy, stemmy shenanigans. And also they're IPX4 splash resistant rated, so no worries if you're outside and it starts to absolutely chuck it down. These bad boys can get rather moist. Now you can pair up with your smartphone or other streaming device with a good bit of Bluetooth 6 action, and once you are paired up, basically just download the Tonalite app. This will connect to your buds wirelessly and they've got access to a whole heap of features. And the first time you dive into the app, you'll definitely want to get started with the DTAS for personalized timber feature, because this is responsible for all of the clever-ass sciencey shenanigans. Now what you'll need to do is perform a full 3D scan of your head and your lugs, but don't shred your trousers in terror, because the Tonalite app takes you by the hand and leads you gently through the entire process, which takes roughly the same length of time as finishing off a pint of 10-year single malt scotch. Actually, maybe a wee bit longer than that. For me, it took roughly 15 minutes, but it's very straightforward stuff and you get to wear a funky headband with stickers on. Well, I don't have to worry about my hair getting in the way at least. And once you're done, the Tonalite app will combine the scanning data using its secure cloud-based DTAS engine, where DTAS stands for Digital Twin Audio Simulation. Proper fancy pants stuff. And the result spaffed out the other end is your very own personalized timbre profile. It's a custom acoustic map based on how sound waves actually travel around your head and through your ear canals before finally hitting your eardrums. And it's this profile which allows the Final Tonalite true wireless earbuds to reproduce music in a way that fits your own uniquely shaped bonds. So you won't have to piddle around with EQs inside of the Tonalite app in order to get a fantastic sound. All you need to do is switch to your personalized DTAS profile, and then the natural timbre effect means you'll be able to clearly pick out even tiny details in whatever track you're listening to, the individual instruments, and everything sounds just as it would if the band were playing right there in front of your face. I can practically smell Keith Richards. Maybe that's just all the empty whiskey bottles in the bin. Now, back inside of that Tonalite app, you've got a bunch of other features you can play with, including a 10-band EQ if you do want to fine-tune the sound. Just maybe give the bass a wee bit of a boost or bump up the treble. And of course, as you'd expect from premium buds, you've got full LDAC support for wirelessly streaming at a higher data rate and really making the most of that natural audio output. You've also got a volume step optimizer, which allows you to make more precise volume adjustments around your ideal listening level. And of course, like many Bluetooth earbuds these days, the Tonalites support a bit of multi-point connection. So for instance, you can connect to your smartphone and your laptop simultaneously. And inside the app, you can also fully adjust these buds' touch controls. You've got 3 different types to choose from: Type A, Type B or Type C. Personally, I'm a Type B kind of guy. I really like this because you can basically just pause and then resume your music with a quick tap of the right bud. The left bud cycles between active noise cancellation and ambient mode. You can then skip forward a track with a double tap of the right bud, likewise skip back a track with a double tap of the left bud. You can also tweak the volume by doing a quick tap and then pressing and holding. So that'll boost up the volume with the right bud and likewise lower the volume with the left bud. It's all beautifully intuitive, just works exactly as you would expect. You've got tonal feedback and everything, so you know you're doing it right. You've got full support for voice assistance on your smartphone and also accepting calls, rejecting calls, all the usual guff. Now, the Final Tonalite buds support a good bit of active noise cancellation, which can be switched on via the touch controls, otherwise via the app itself. And this helps to neutralize any annoying surrounding sounds from the likes of traffic, trains and planes. Great news if you're commuting or traveling. Means you can enjoy a podcast or an audiobook in peace wherever you wander to without having to boost the volume all the way up and absolutely knacker your eardrums. And as I mentioned before, you can quickly and effortlessly swap between noise cancellation mode and ambient mode. Ambient mode basically does the opposite of ANC, sucks in everything that's going on around you so you're aware of your environment. Pretty handy if somebody wanders up to you and starts banging on at you. So you actually have a conversation with them if you don't want to just completely ignore them. And the Final Tonalite also feature built-in mics, which is particularly handy if you need to chat with your voice assistant or take a call on the move. Now, right now I'm just testing them out in my studio, nice quiet environment, but what happens if there's lots of noise going on all around you? Well, right now I am blasting some incredibly loud, obnoxious traffic sounds out of a massive speaker that sat right by my head to simulate being in a distinctly noisy and uncomfortable environment. And as you can hear, the Tonalite is still clearly picking up on everything that I'm saying despite that background ruckus. And great news on the battery life front as well, because you'll enjoy a full 8 hours of audio playback from 100% charge of the Final Tonalite buds. It is reduced slightly if you are using ANC. You've still got more than enough in there for a pretty lengthy journey. And then when you're done listening, or they just need a quick battery boost, well, just slip the Final Tonalite buds back inside of that funky charging case. Need about 100 minutes in there to get fully charged if they are completely drained. And that charging case provides 2 additional chargers before you'll need to power that back up as well. And hey, great news, because yeah, you can charge up the case the boring bog standard way via Type-C USB, but it also supports wireless charging, so you can just chuck it on the back of your smartphone, your tablet, anything that supports reverse wireless charging, power them up while you're on the move. And there you have it, my lovelies. That in a delicious wee nutshell is the Final Tonalite True Wireless Earbuds. Now, a massive thanks again to Final for sponsoring this video, keeping your lights on at Techspert Towers. Please do check out the Kickstarter link in the video description below. Don't forget, the earlier you do it, the better your chance of getting a good old discount. And please do subscribe, ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech, and have yourselves a ruddy, wonderful rest of the week. Cheers, everybody. Love you.